Boom! Another win for the Sooners as the OKPREP agenda continues. Oklahoma lands a commitment from three-star offensive lineman Josh Aisosa out of Edmond, Santa Fe. So we're pulling all of the Oklahoma kids in with this new regime. We got our boy Coop about to come on the line, and we're going to talk about this player. We're going to go through his measurables. We're going to do all that jazz like we always do. But before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you for pulling up here on the YouTube channel. If you're new, please hit that like button as well. Subscribe. We would love to have you join this great family of college football fans as we're talking a bunch of OU football and college football in general. And also hop in the comments. Let your boy know how you feeling about this class and its growth. We want to hear from you all as we love to jump in the comments and chop it up with you all. But without further ado, let's bring in Coop and let's look at Josh Aisosa. What's good, Coop? How do you feel about this latest commitment?
I got it. It's time for another flex. We got to get the flex going on because it's Bedenbaugh. Bedenbaugh is he knows what he's doing. You got to trust the man. He's going to bring in some guys that he can work with flexibility. So this is great, especially with the circumstances that he was willing to move up his recruitment and his commitment date and just make this thing happen. So yeah, I'm excited about it. In-state guy who is going to bring a lot to the program.
Agreed. Oklahoma brings in its 19th commitment in this class. And as you mentioned, Bedenbaugh's out there being beaten bags, snatching up some of the best local players from the competition, as well as really honing in on what he wants his line to look like. So let's dive into the measurables of Josh because, of course, I was impressed when I looked at him. So I think you all will be too. And so this is Josh Aisosa. He is rated 6'5", 305 pounds of just man. He is rated at 3-star by 247 as well as Rivals and hasn't been rated by On3 or ESPN yet, but we do expect him to move up. And he's from Edmond, Oklahoma, Edmond Santa Fe High School to be exact. And he actually joins one of his teammates that we're going to talk about on the other side when it comes to becoming a Sooner. And so, Coop, man, just when you see Josh, what jumped out to you?
I mean, you can't coach size, right? So, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", you get guys that are that size. That means everything because, again, this is a guy who's ready to come in. He's got a body that is ready for a Schmitty program. And like I said, you've got the wish for Bill Bedenbaugh is always flexibility. Can you play, left guard, right guard? Can you do some center if that's necessary also? And so you bring the raw tools as you see. Aisosa looks like he's pretty good getting out on the edge. He can pull, and you spend some time in there with the Beden boss and get some Smitty time in there with you. This is a guy who you're going to want that size to be putting it in when we hit the SEC. And so, yeah, I mean, again, can't coach the size. You can't coach the frame, but you can definitely manipulate it. And he brings in a lot of raw material for Schmitty and Bedenbaugh to use.
Yeah, and exactly. I agree. Coach Bedenbaugh has this thing with wanting linemen that can play not only on the inside, but the outside. And so that's the one thing I saw about Josh is that he's able to get on the outside. He can turn that edge. He also can pull. He's quick enough to move. He's light on his feet, and he looks like he gets up and he can get his hands going. And that's something you want. You want your offensive linemen to show off strength. You want them to exert their dominance against the competition, and you don't want the competition to think they actually have a chance of winning any battles with them. And Josh gives you that feel. He gives you that feel that he's not going to lose as much as possible. And I love the fact that he's joining his teammate, Bergin Kysar, and I think because they work out together, it's gonna be that iron sharpens iron situation. But every time I look at this man's film, I just like watching him toss people around. And he's at Edmond Santa Fe, which is a pretty big school here in Oklahoma, and so he's not playing at lower tier competition. He's playing some really good comp. And I expect him to really stand out once he gets in, especially like you mentioned, getting in there with Schmitty at 6'5", 304 pounds, 305 pounds-ish. Jeez Louise, you know that they're going to make this dude just all muscular, right?
And you look at some of these. I mean, he wants to put some guys on their back. I mean, you've seen several of these deals where if you make a mistake, he will put his hands on you, and you will end up smelling the turf a little closer. So that's what you're wanting to see too, is because again, the SEC, it's going to start with the guys up front on both sides of the line, defense and offense. So you get somebody who is 305. And no offense to Edmund, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that you get in the food program on Oklahoma, wherever he needs to be. He's got the frame to put it on there, and that's going to be the thing that is going to lead Oklahoma to success in the SEC is the offensive line and the defensive line.
I agree. So you add him, you add Eugene Brooks on that offensive line, Isaiah Autry, which, you know, that's three big boys on the line that's going to be able to, like I said, dominate and push people around. And because of their versatility, we're going to be able to mold them into exactly what Coach Bedenbaugh wants. And so that right there is Josh Aisosa. Hop in the comments. Let me and Coop know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on this recruit, on this commit? How does it feel to get a 19th commit here in August while we're still waiting on a good 5 more commitments to come down the line over the next 5 weeks? It's going to be a great time. If you made it this far and you like this content, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We would love to have you join this great college football family, as we're talking a lot of college football around here, OU football and college football in general. We're going to continue to expand back out. You'll see more college football content come down the line. And so we're going to talk about Bergin Kysar in a moment. You'll see that in another video. But, hey, YouTube says watch one of these videos in front of us. We would appreciate the love. And, yeah, keep the party going. We'll chop it up. A few hours. Peace.